little tidbit of information there.
Clearly
There
not
you
a
go.
little tidbit.
No, that's a lot. A lot more than you really bargained for, right? Okay. That's what this show is all about.
Welcome to Couch Surfing, the show where damn fine guests look back at their big roles, their little roles, and everything in between. I'm here with Kyle MacLachlan. Kyle, you ready?
I'm ready. It's so nice to be here.
I'm so happy you're here. Let's see what's on, shall we?
Okay, let's do it.
All right, let's do it.
Let's see what the TV has in store.
Yeah.
Ah. I forgot about the music. Oh my gosh, and she's very adamant.
So this is Blue Velvet. That's
so
a legendary
Isabella Rossellini.
That's
This is
right.
1985. Thank God the knife was rubber. And then she does a stab, like it was fake. You can sort of see. And then I had to carry this scar on my face for the rest of the movie, which kept changing and moving around.
This was your second time collaborating with David Lynch.
Yes.
Talk to me about your collaboration.
We met in the offices at Universal Studios for Dune. I can remember. I'd never been in front of a camera before, but here I was sitting talking with David Lynch, and we chatted about everything but the movie, and we just hit it off. We talked about red wine, we talked about growing up in the same part of the country. We're both from the Northwest, similar upbringings, kind of a sort of similar sense of humor as well, and we just really had a connection.
And you mentioned red wine. We have some here. Feel free to drink on this couch if you'd like. Don't spill it. It hasn't been Scotch guarded yet.
Not
Just
yet?
a warning.
Okay,
Not yet.
that's good. Very good.
All right.
Sure, it feels nice.
It does feel good.
And it is blue and it's velvety. I don't know what's happening here, ladies and gentlemen.
Levels to this, people.
Okay. Thinking.
Thinking. All right. Next up.
Okay.
I feel the universe functioning perfectly.
You know who that
I
is.
sure do. Val.
Yeah.
And me wearing some crazy Ray-Ban glasses, which I think I still have, actually.
Really?
Yeah, I saved those from the set.
Nice.
I know, it was very cool. So in this scene, I had my dark glasses on. Frank Whaley is standing there. We're all kind of having these experiences, and he talks about, my father, he never loved me, or something like this, right? He does this whole thing. And I'm sitting across from him like this in a circle, and I'm looking at him, and I am biting the inside of my cheek not to laugh so hard. The tears are coming out because I'm actually laughing, but I don't want him to know that. And fortunately, I had the glasses on so I could hide behind those. That was my subtext in that scene.
Music biopics are pretty standard now, but back then it was a bit of a risk. What made you decide that you wanted to be a part of that, and that was a risk worth taking for you?
Well, it was an amazing story about the band, and particularly about Jim, actually. And I get to work with Oliver, which was really a hoot. He's crazy, and but
you can't just zip past that.
No, but I love him, But he's crazy and very driven and very passionate.
Next project.
Charlotte, I was just telling Trey how much.
Oh my God, that was so much fun. Frances Sternhagen, who played Bunny, was amazing.
Bunny McDougal.
And Kristen Davis, of course,
Charlotte. Did you have any concerns playing a character who had, a bit of a problem in the nether regions?
Yeah, it was a little strange. I was like, oh, okay, I'm sort of known for eccentric, or at the time for eccentric characters. When I met with Michael Patrick King, who was the showrunner at the time, and Jenny Bix, and we had like a meeting just to talk about the character. I was excited about the role because he was an Upper East Side heart surgeon, guy that seemed to have it all. We sit down, we talk, and they say, and by the way, he has mother issues and he has erectile dysfunction. And I was like, really?
Really?
Thank you for telling me.
Thank you.
Sometimes, not so much anymore, but they would be doormen or something like that. Would say, hey, good luck, man. Good luck with that thing, right? You're going to be okay. Thank you. Yep, everything is okay now. It's all working.
Next up.
But with sorries.
Look at you, looking all dapper and suave, playing Cary Grant.
Cary Grant with Jimmy Mystery, wonderful Jimmy Mystery.
Pretty swanky joint.
How do you go about embodying one of the most iconic, suave,
you
dapper
naively
men?
walk into it and pretend like you're actually going to be able to pull it off.
You pulled it off.
It was okay. It was really well directed and well written. Ian Iqbal Rashid directed this. He had written Cary with the rhythms that were necessary to make it Cary Grant, It's all about here and talking about this kind of thing there, and that.
Because there is a certain rhythm to his language.
Oh, without question. And he's kind of got that kind of stuttering thing like this. It's almost like Katharine Hepburn.
Yes.
It's a little bit like Katharine Hepburn.
Yes.
You get like this, but hopefully we didn't fall into that.
No, no, no.
Too
Agent
far.
Cooper from Twin Peaks has a little Carrie in him also, wouldn't
Well,
you say?
Maybe, yeah. He's certainly got the hair slicked back, and he's
Yeah.
got the dark suit, and he's, you know, he seems like he's kind of an upright, good person, you know. So yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I like it.
I like that. I like that. I like that connection. Thank
You're
you.
welcome. Welcome back to Couch Surfing. I'm still here with Kyle MacLachlan. Kyle, shall we continue? Let's do it.
What else have you got? Yes, ladies and gentlemen, he sings. So the mayor of Portland.
Yes.
Yeah.
Eat your heart out, Lady Gaga.
I tell you, you got nothing. Literally, I don't know what I was saying because
Please tell me that was not scripted.
that was not scripted. So
Really?
yeah, no, it was not scripted. They had the music, and they handed me the tape, and said, "Here's the music for your scene that you'll be doing later in the day." I listened to the music, and I said, "That's very great, but where are the words? I've got to sing this anthem to Portland. Where are the words?" And he said, "You have to make those up."
Do you freak out, or does the
Yeah,
actor in you
you do.
rise to the challenge?
Well,
and you
first
say to
you freak
yourself,
out.
Okay.
First you go throw up in the bathroom, and then no. So literally, I just went in. I had two ideas. One was to channel William Shatner,
Yes.
which I thought was a strong move.
That was smart.
Yeah,
Yes.
I thought it just came out of nowhere.
Yes. That's
And
good.
the other was to make Fred and Carrie laugh, which was pretty much so Fred Armisen and Carrie Brownstein, creators of the show, to make them laugh. And that sort of became like my incentive on every scene, is to make them laugh. And somehow the mayor of Portland came to be.
So here's a challenge. Can you sing a song about couch surfing right now? Go.
Oh, couch surfing. The couch is so blue and comfy. We're sitting here, but the floor is orange. It's the Denver Broncos colors. Ladies and gentlemen, the hits just keep on coming.
They just keep on coming. Let's keep going.
Thanks. Let's keep going. What's next?
You know what?
So
This is one of the best
it
Pixar
was
movies.
such a great movie. I agree.
And it's so emotional.
Yeah.
What was your initial reaction upon reading the script?
I thought it was incredibly clever. You know, it's interesting when you read the script because it stays on the page and you think, oh, this is great, this is great, this is great. How's it going to work? Because there's a lot of description of what's happening, and you kind of have to read through that and kind of imagine what it's going to be. I never imagined it would be as complicated or as beautiful as what we're seeing here. So it starts there, and then you bring in your best contribution. You imagine what it's like to be, the dad. And then you just start asking questions like to say, okay, he comes into her room. Okay, so how does he move across the room? Is it more quickly, or does he sort of saunter up to the bed and then does he sit? Because you don't have the picture to speak to.
And they sought you out specifically to play the dad.
Yeah, I can't figure it out.
You can't.
No, I don't know. I'm glad they did.
Yeah, I'm glad they did too.
Nobody else was available, so they said him to me. It was fantastic.
No.
Not to plug anything, but it's really a worthwhile film to see. Oh no.
Next.
What's next? Naomi Watts.
Dougie. Oh, yes.
So when we're shooting this scene, of course, there's a lot of things going on. So we don't really know what's going to happen in this scene. Dougie is a character that's constantly questioning every different wherever we are. I'm wondering how is he going to react to this environment and to this situation, because everything is for the first time. He's like a child, or a baby. It's like a first time, He's just kind of open to the experience, and just because of the bed, his hands were sort of bouncing a little bit. And the DP, Peter Deming, came over and said to me, you got to keep doing the hands. That's very funny. So I was like, really? I was like, okay. So he clued me in on these bouncy hands, these bouncy arms as he's going, because he doesn't know to hold her. He doesn't know anything. He's just enjoy. What an experience! This sure feels good. You know what I mean?
The ending of this new season was definitely a doozy. Yeah, a doozy. Do you know what happened, or do you just trust that Mr. Lynch does, and that's about it?
Pretty much.
And will we have the answer? Will we have to wait another 25 years to find out?
Well, I don't know anything.
Okay.
But if it were to happen, I'm ready and available.
All right.
Got my SAG card, and I'm ready.
Your current project.
Turn against us.
I can tell because of the wrinkles. This is Giant Little Ones, Glow, which is just coming out. And I'm working with the very wonderful Josh Wiggins, young actor.
He's so talented.
Oh my gosh, extraordinary.
What made you want to be a part of this beautiful coming-of-age story?
It's one of those scripts that, and the stories, and watching the film, it's proven right, that unfolds very slowly. You don't really know where it's going, and then suddenly something happens, and then unexpected, and you go, what? And then that opens up more doors, and it really just pulls you in, I felt. And I felt that when I read it, and when I spoke to the director, Keith Thurman, really talented Canadian filmmaker. He's so smart, and he trusts his emotions and his inner self and his beliefs in a way that David Lynch does too.
Thank you so much for surfing by, Kyle. Giant Little Ones is in theaters now. Cheers, and see you next week on Couch Surfing.
Bye. Y'all come back now, you hear?